Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I know I'm late, so girl, we just gonna try to get through this, because, I don't want to do all the extra rambling that I do like I'm doing right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, Lisa is trying to talk to Meredith, and she, I guess, is trying to relate to her situation that she has going on with Jen by letting Meredith know that I think when one of her sons was 3 years old or in the third grade, someone said he had a big head, so she understands. Lisa, that's not necessarily the same thing as someone retweeting something homophobic, but I mean, girl, Lisa, girl, whatever. Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw is delusional. And that's really all I have to say about Jen Shaw. I thought it was hilarious when Whitney and Heather were on the sidelines giving their little commentary. As much as Brooks gets on my last nerve, I don't remember, or at least they did not show. Either they did not show, or either I don't remember Brooks saying anything disrespectful about Jen. I remember Brooke saying that she opened up her legs. Remember when she opened up her legs and said something about, and he said he saw her, kitty cat. But other than that, I don't remember Brooke saying anything disrespectful. I don't want to. I don't want to downplay Okay, listen. So I guess the whole thing about Brooks and his sexuality and people not knowing about his sexuality or girl, I'm really not trying to be. Girl, look. I'm gonna leave it alone because I think that anybody can look at Brooks, and I hate to be that person that says you can look at somebody and tell that they're gay. But girl, if it walked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, then it's a duck, girl. If she's talking like a girl and she's twisting like a girl, she's one of the girls. But I'm trying to understand where Meredith is coming from about Brooks Brooks still going through the motions, as it pertains to his sexuality and what he may be or what he may not be, I'm gonna leave it at that, girl. But I'm not going to play this game with Meredith and Brooks. Girl, I'm not. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm trying to be respectful to my sister, even though she get on my nerves. Lisa grabs Jen's backpack and when Lisa grabs Jen's backpack and put it on, girl, I holler. So Jen throws. Lisa says that. Did I say Lisa grabbed? Yeah, Lisa grabbed Jen's backpack. Jen gets upset and throws her bracelet. Girl. I said either that bracelet is fake, or either we know that Jen ain't paid for that bracelet with her own money. Hello? So we know. I said, girl, okay, she threw the bracelet. We know she ain't paid for it. We know how she paid for the bracelet with them people money she been stealing, okay? Or either the bracelet's fake. I don't care how mad I get. But I'm not throwing a $70,000 bracelet in no snow. And then Lisa runs trying to find it. I would have picked that bracelet and put it in my pocket. I'm just playing. All I know is I cannot remember the Asian girl's name. Is her name Jenny? I think Jenny. Anyway, I think Jenny went fishing, girl. Jenny was like, girl, these heifers is crazy. So Jen apologizes. She says she's sorry and that she'll make sure she handles the situation or whoever sent the tweet. I think that should have been her response from the very get-go. The simple fact that that wasn't her response lets me know. Like, I'm sorry, girl. At the end of the day, that's your stuff. That's your Twitter account. So even if you don't have control over your Twitter account, you're going to get the blame. And if someone is tweeting out something that is homophobic, your initial reaction should have been, girl, I'm so sorry. I will make sure I handle that. That is not what we stand for over here. But the simple fact that your response was, girl, I ain't said that. I ain't tweet that. I ain't do that. Girl, you're more than likely, Jen gave those people permission to retweet and do all the things that they're doing because, girl, they continue to do them. And that's why Mary was looking at her crazy when she went up to Mary's face at that party. Anyways, so we got some new girls, Sarah Jane and Angie. Why did I think, girl, I had saw a picture of Angie online saying that she was a new friend of the season. Why I thought it was that girl from, I didn't watch Bird Box, I couldn't get into it. I watched like the first, like a few minutes of it. Remember the girl, I think she's a lesbian in real life. She talks to the mama from 2.5 Men. She was on Bird Box. She was, what's her name? She was a sister to, what's the main character's name in Bird Box? Sandra? I don't know. The one who was Miss Congeniality. The one who was in Miss Congeniality, her. She was her sister. Well, I thought that was her. I was like, oh, this bitch is on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then when she was completely different in her confessional than she did in the house. So anyways, but that's not her. It's a white girl named Angie. So Angie has a transgender child. I think her child is a trans boy. I believe so. Because they were saying boy at the party. So shout out to Angie. Shout out to her son. What's up, family? Angie tells Lisa that Whitney is coming to the event that she's throwing. And Lisa, of course looks uncomfortable. But she's, at the end of the day, she says, I guess it's okay, right? Robert Jr. I don't know. Robert Jr. just don't want to be on TV. I think that's what it is. I think Robert Jr. just doesn't want to be on TV. And I think that like a lot of these kids I think at first they probably thought it was cute, but like as you can tell, I think over time they're like, I don't want to do this. Like I think like Dr. Heavenly's daughter, Laura, she don't want to be on TV no more. Well, because she was shooting confessionals at one point. I don't know. Robert Jr., he don't want to be on TV. So they're at the party. And Jen walks up to Mary and it's like, girl, we should get together with Robert Jr. and Sharif and cook or something. And Mary was like, mm-mm. I love Mary. I think between Mary, Kimmy from Love and Marriage Huntsville, Garcelle, maybe even Sutton, I think they probably are the most honest folk on reality TV. Mary ain't gonna lie. She gonna tell the truth, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Shout out to Mary. Mary was basically like, girl, no. Girl, you still retweeting or liking stuff about me and my husband. And see, this is the thing, right? I ain't married friends. I ain't none of these helpers friends, okay? Is it weird? No, not is it weird. It's weird that Mary was banging her granddaddy. Okay, had a baby with him and everything. However, I'm not friends with Mary. Jen, you're friends with Mary or you're working on a friendship with Mary. And if you know that is Mary's sensitive spot, the thing that makes her cry or, why would you continue to do what you're doing? Why are you continuing to retweet things and like things or whoever's on your team is doing it? So don't get mad when these girls look at you like, girl, I don't want to be friends with her because she knows that I'm very sensitive about this. She knows I don't play about my kids like Meredith. But girl, she's retweeting things and liking things. And then she want to come into your face like, oh, hey, girl, let's get together and have some drinks. Girl, what? That's how you know something is wrong with Jen Shaw. Anyways, so Whitney meets up with Angie and Angie tells Whitney that, girl, basically 5 hours after I guess she had after she talked to Lisa and Sarah Jane, the caterers pulled out of the event. Whitney lets her know, girl, that's not a coincidence, girl. That's Lisa all the way, girl. So anyways, they're at the... Bitch, hold up. When, oh, I was getting ahead of myself, girl. I was talking about Jen and Meredith. I was talking about Jen and, Anyways, so when at the party when Mary started doing this because she had them 106 carats on, I said, yes, man! Get it, Mary! Yes! Anyways, girl, Jen walks into the party, girl. Mary and girl, they were trying. Girl, Mary was really trying to climb that banister, girl. Whitney made it over. Anyways, Lisa walks into the party, girl, paying Whitney dust. Girl. I said, ooh, Lisa is a bitch. But I mean, girl, if y'all not fucking with each other, girl, y'all not fucking with each other. Bitch. What somebody, girl, so somebody donated $1 million to the charity that they were trying to raise money for. Girl, after that, I feel like everybody else put their pocket. Did y'all feel like when that man said, I'm going to donate $1 million, everybody else said, well, girl, my money going back in my pocket. Girls, I didn't hear nobody else donate nothing. I said, these old trifling ass helpers. Y'all could have at least gave $1,000. Girl, that man said $1 million, and girl, everybody was like, well, girl, let me put my pocketbook back up, honey, because they went over the goal for tonight. Anyways, Lisa lying. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't believe it. I think that Lisa did exactly what they say she did. I think that Lisa had everything to do with those people pulling out of Angie's event. I think that Whitney clocked Lisa. Everything she said about Lisa, crying, leaving, all that. Girl, then Lisa pretty much, to me, admitted it when she said something like, we're like sisters, but now you're like you're cousins with Whitney. Which, look, Lisa is sneaky. She's conniving. I think that she did exactly what Angie and them said that she did. I don't put it past her. I just think that's what it was. Girl, Lisa, why are you pulling Jen into the room? Jen ain't got nothing to do with this. When I tell you Lisa was trying to deflect so much, girl, she going to get Jen. She going to get Meredith. Girl, what? If anything, the person who they should have been bringing into the room from the get-go was probably Whitney, right? Since Whitney was the one who Angie told at first, and Whitney was the one who was kind of like, girl, threw Lisa's name out there, right? But to bring Meredith and Jen in there, I didn't get it. And it's so crazy because Lisa, the same way Meredith felt about, was it Meredith or was it Heather? I think somebody in the group was kind of questioning Lisa because of her loyalty to Jen over Meredith or something like that. And now you have Lisa upset and doing the same thing, right? Like she didn't understand how the other girls were saying that, girl, you're doing this to Meredith and you're supposed to be cool with her. But now she wants Angie to choose Whitney, basically, because we're sisters and girl, y'all just some play cousins, basically. Did that make sense what I just said? But I will say that I will give it to Lisa, that if you hear something or you think something is a problem, don't go to the bitch who is my enemy. The first thing you should have did was picked up the phone and called me, right? You went and talked to Whitney. If you really thought it was an issue, you should have said, hey girl, this is what's going on. What's tea? Do you have anything to do with this? Because bitch, you just left my house. And now the people are talking about, girl, they can't do my event after I told you who was coming. That's how it really should have been handled, in my opinion. But it wasn't. It still doesn't take away from the fact that Lisa, girl, I think you lying. Girl, Lisa one of them sneaky bitches you gotta watch. And then she started that whole white woman shit, crying and wanting to go get 15 people. Bitches ain't got shit to do with nothing. Jen ain't got shit to do with this, and Meredith ain't got shit to do with this. Girl, you're deflecting, girl. On your shit, Lisa. Anyways, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.